Hello everyone, this is Rattue 498 and this is a 2v2 battle on the Pyramids map between myself, I'm Killer, J Martin, playing for Huntsman, and we've got a Clan Long guy called Waju Bin, or something like that, I'll just call him Long, and we've also got a guy called Snake. This is part of my Hunting Clan Long games, and there's also one on J Martin's channel. If anyone hasn't seen that, check that out, he's in my other channels list. So basically my build, I've bought 3 shooter cav, 3 Sultar guard, I've bought 4 melee units, 2 militia, 7 line, and a general staff. My opponent's playing as Russia. He's got 1 10-pounder unicorn, 1 20-pounder unicorn, he's got 4 lights I believe, and the rest all just line and mixed cav. J Martin's got the same kind of build as me, apart from the fact he's brought lights, and he's playing against GB opponent, and the GB opponent is actually the guy from Long. So here I'm just going to rush up. My militia are going to take the shots. I'm going to rush up a little bit. I'm going to try and get my one of my cav units running outside. I'm actually going to charge him with my other cav units. This game is live recorded, as you can tell, so it's a little bit laggy in places. I apologise for that, but these guys are from China, so you do find that sometimes they can lag. There's a little bit of lag there. So I'm going to move my lines up, move my militia in, and my cav have gone in. One cav unit got a good hit, the other cav unit hit square, but they're going to now switch off and they're going to go into the lights and line. J Martin's engaging the Russian cav for me, as he's brought 4 shooter cav across for me to get around the flank, as the open flank was this side. I'm now going to start moving my melee units. So I'm bringing up my Sultar guard as well, and they're going to come forward in a second. My 2 cav that have gone in have now routed away. I've got another cav behind which I'm now going to also send in. J Martin was a little drunk when we played this game, so if you guys want to read the chat box, then he does make some quite amusing comments throughout this game. So as you can see, my melee are now moving in, and my lines are going to push up. My militia have gone in for melee, or melee, sorry, I've got to pronounce it correctly as everyone keeps telling me, melee. So that's all my melee units now moved up, my semats. My cav are going in. This guy's got line behind line, which is quite effective against cav, but I managed to get a hit on one of his units again, and I managed to get into the other unit as well, just before it routes away. So my semats are going in now. I've managed to rout away one of his light units, and my other semat is coming through, so you can see that. J Martin's taken out these 2 cav. They're only Hussar units I believe, so they weren't too difficult to kill. The Long guy has brought a GB cav down to try and support, but they're not actually going to do any damage at all. I form a square up just in case he charges me. I'm now going to turn my melee units onto the unicorn. Take this unit out of square, get them back into a line, and I'm going to try and take these unicorns out, and then my other cav units are going to move on up, and they're going to get involved as well. So I'm moving my lines up as well so they can get back engaging. So as you can see now, this guy's pretty much over now already. I quite heavily outnumber him, and I've still got the 3 cav left. So as you can see, the GB cav's coming back down on the middle of the screen, at the top of the screen now. I'm going to form up a square, not going to do any damage. Moving my cav up, getting ready to assault with them. So my melee units and my guard lancers in there are doing a good job. J Martin's now going to move in his cav units to lend a little support, and my lines are going to push up at the same time. As you see, just constantly switching targets with the melee and the cav, because obviously they get charge bonuses, so it's always better doing that. So basically, anyone that doesn't already know from my previous rants, I'm hunting Clan Long simply because of the fact that they managed to get Huntsman kicked from a tournament. If you watch Jay Martin's video, you'll understand the details about that, so I won't go through it all again. So moving up my lines again, and as you can see now, this guy's finished with. Jay Martin's kind of held off his attack until I'm done. So I've got 2 cav units in the back. Jay Martin's got his 3 cav units there on the top of the screen, as you can see. The long guy charged me with another cav unit, but I managed to get myself into square. So my cav here are going to start targeting units, and they're going to basically start wiping up and finishing off everything that's left lying around. I'm just pushing up my lines again. Now I see from behind that there's 2 GB cav units floating around behind. Excuse the lag and stuff. So I'm just quickly messaging Jay and saying that he's got a couple of cav units behind him. And I've got 1 guard lancer left, so I'm going to send him over to deal with those 2 cav units to get rid of that threat for him, as his cav's on my side. So from this point, basically, it looks like it should be a pretty easy run. I'm now just going to switch up my general, so I believe that's where the cav will go into. So I switched up my general and ran him off. That's the one thing I hate about groups. You group them up, they're going to stay in that group, and it takes a little while for them to get out of it, and it's just annoying, especially if you're in quite an intense battle on Grassy or something. It can be quite annoying. So I've moved these guys up. So now we've got like an encirclement around the long player, whereas he's still GB, so his lines are much better quality than mine. I'm also going to find I'm going to be lacking in ammo very, very soon. So Jay Martin's going to basically push up around his side in a second. So I'll move forward, give the first shot, then I'm going to ask Jay to lend me his cav, make him square on this side. So I get pretty heavily shot up on the way to engage, but it's not really too much of a problem. I've got quite a few lines over there. I'm going to now move my lancers around, but then I realise what I've done, and I'm going to move them straight in front of fire, so I'm going to have to move them again. So Jay's now moved his cabin, and I'm going to sort these lancers out and stop them moving in the direction they were moving and get them back behind before they get shot. So I'm going to switch these guys around onto the flank as well. I'm going to start engaging the lights and line in the centre, and then I'm going to try and send my cav through and clear the centre out for Jay as well. So these guys did some camping basically. That's basically what they do. They don't really do anything other than camping, so it's not really too much of a surprise they did it. But the long guy brought a lot of GB lines, and that always causes a problem. So as you can see now, my cav are going to go in, and they're going to hopefully get some good hits. And very, very shortly I'm going to run out of ammo, I believe, and it's going to cause me a huge problem, so it's just going to end up being a melee. So yeah, again he's got line behind line, although this time I was pretty lucky because of the terrain. He's actually shot into a hill instead of into my cav. Sorry about this, I've got someone messaging me. So for some reason I selected my general there and he's gone into line. I don't quite understand what I was doing, but I was doing something a bit funny. So as I've pushed up, I've managed to destroy this flank. And in a second I'm going to run out of ammo, and it's basically up to Jay to just finish off. So I will actually cut a little bit of this. So I've just skipped on a little bit, and basically I ran out of ammo, so I've just gone in for melee. That's basically all I've done. Jay's moved up around the front and the flank. I'll send my general in now as well to engage, as my guy's pretty tired, so it causes a problem. Also sending my general in, I managed to experience everything up. So we managed to kill the Russian opponent's general there. Not that it really makes any difference at this point, doesn't really have any men left. And my general now passes away quietly into the night as well. So now it's all up to Jay basically, and he's just going to go in for melee and just basically carry on rushing his opponent. The long guy ends up running away, as he does, so I'll skip it forward a little bit more for you. So basically now the situation is Jay's gone in for melee, and now he's moved up and around. The long opponent has pulled right back. As you can see, he hasn't really got many units left to speak of. For some reason Jay's units right away incredibly easily. The GB player long now has actually managed to lose his general as well. So he's just moving in, and he's going to engage with his lights now. So as you can see, the GB player's still got a few units left. This actually ends up being really fucking close, just simply because of the fact I think the heat fatigue and stuff got to the Ottomans, and they end up losing quite a few men very unnecessarily. So now the lights are still continuing to move up, so I'm getting messages again. The lights are now continuing to move up onto the opponent. So now the lights in the line are going to start shooting off on the GB opponent, and this is going to be pretty much the end of the battle. I'll just skip it forward a little bit more for you. So here you can see the end result basically. There's a few men, Ottomans left, has pretty much routed away the GB player now. And I'd like to say good game to Jay. Thank you very much for coming and playing. I know it was late and I know you were a little drunk, so that was very kind of you to come. And I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Just turn that offline. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Please rate, comment and subscribe. This was basically going to just be posted for the Huntsman guys, but I've just made it public. So I hope everyone enjoys the video. Thank you very much for watching. Please go and check Jay Martin's channel, as he's got another video of me fighting the long guy, which is actually quite amusing. So please take a look at that. Thank you very much everyone, and bye bye. Oh, please check my other channels list as well. And also, I did a cinematic recently. I don't know whether anyone's actually watched it who's watching this, but if you could check that out as well, that'd be great. Any feedback or comments on that would also be awesome. So thank you very much, everyone, and bye bye.